Hey guys, my name is Sam Robinson. I run Esker Designs and I make about $10,000 a month building websites that look exactly like this one using almost exclusively AI. And today I'm going to walk you through exactly how I do this for small businesses. One thing I like to highlight is that while I utilize AI in my workflows, there's still a lot of human review and expertise that comes with building these websites. And if you're just taking exactly what the AI spits out, which I strongly discourage you from doing, you're not going to get your clients good results all the time, and eventually your clients will churn. So I recommend doing some combination of what I'm going to be doing today, where I'm building systems and tools that include AI in my workflow, but I'm not exclusively leaning on them for the service delivery of these websites that I'm building. It's true that AI is an extremely useful tool, and I definitely couldn't have scaled my business to the point that it's at now with onboarding as many clients as I am right now without AI, but it's not something that you can just jump into with zero knowledge of. You should still learn the basics and utilize AI in a smart way that actually benefits you and your client. That's enough of that though. Let's get into it and I'll show you exactly how this works. So to start us off, let's talk about the tech stack and kind of what you're gonna need to know in order to do this system. You're going to need at minimum a Claude Code subscription or a Claude subscription. That's the code editor that I use and it's the AI of my choice. I'm sure you could do the similar system with other AI providers if that's your jam, but I like Claude, so that's what I'm going to recommend here. Secondly, you need to have a code editor because, as I said, the AI is going to be building a lot of the site, but I still want to have the opportunity to go in, swap out photos, change meta descriptions, all that good stuff. And in order to do it effectively, I like to have at least a manual touch, not do everything through Claude. So I recommend using VS Code, and you can actually work directly with Claude Code through the command line of VS Code. They work together very nicely. Lastly, you're going to need to have a domain or have access to your client's domain. I like to host all my websites on Netlify. It works really well with GitHub, and it allows me to seamlessly make changes in the long term, as I plan on working with these clients for a long time after building their website. So I want it to be pretty seamless as far as if they need changes down the line, it just kind of works directly with GitHub and the site is reflected live with my changes. Before I developed this system, I was working with a bunch of different project silos and I would try and track down the same prompt over and over, copy it, paste it into the new project. It was just not really user-friendly. And I will say this system isn't like a one prompt that you put into a chat and then it does everything for you. I have 3 different layers to the skills in Claude Code that I built that facilitates this site audit, redesign, planning, and then execution. So step 1 is really we have to take a look at their existing site and see what's going on under the hood, but also just take a look at it from a design perspective, especially if they already like the existing site, then that makes it so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You get a sense of what they already have, what they like, go from there. So as I said, step 1 is taking a look at their existing site, if they have one, or if not, like Google Business Profile, or even just looking at competitor sites in the area so you get a sense of what's ranking and how can you rank their website. The best part about this step is I really don't have to touch anything. This is the first Claude skill that I built, the audit stage, where I point the skill at the existing website and it literally does everything from there. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig into some of the findings from the existing website, which I have pulled up on the screen here. I don't know why my webcam is trying to connect. Ignore that. We're just going to look at the existing site and I'm going to point out some of the things that the audit caught just from running this while I was hanging out making coffee. So first of all, you can see there's a lot of pages, but what I had the audit script do is it fanned out 7 agents. It transcribed all of the pages, looked at the metadata behind the pages, the structured data markup. And what it found is there were 86 pages, but 51 of them, so 60% of the site, are basically the same page rewritten in a templated manner with no unique content, and the content that was there was also extremely thin. There's also multiple variations of the exact same city or location page that is cannibalizing their keywords, so they're basically building as much content as possible while actually detracting any SEO value from one particular page because 50 of the pages all basically say the same thing. Their gallery has 9 photos that are all stock photos that don't show any of their existing projects. There's 0 testimonials on the website. There's a blog that says, "Welcome to our blog," that's never been updated since then. And they have 4 separate pages fighting for the same exact keyword, which is excavation company, excavation contractor, excavation services, and excavator. So they're cannibalizing their main keyword and the keyword that makes them the most money out of all of their services. And then from there, I take the sitemap or the audit phase, I put it back into the redesign phase, which then tells me here are the pages we're going to create moving forward, and here's all of the copy and content that needs to be on them. In this case, it took the previously 86 page site with a lot of similar pages that were cannibalizing each other's SEO value, turned it into 30 pages that has more or less all the same information, but in a more focused manner that will actually rank better in the long term. Instead of having 51 location pages, I ended up with 3 to 5 that are really true to their primary service area. That's gonna correlate really nicely to their Google business profile, which will also have some SEO benefits. And then for each of these pages, my agents have created a brief that includes all of the headings, all of the body text, and all of the SEO, keywords and information and structured data that needs to be on the pages. It has it all in the brief. So when I come to the point where I'm going to create the HTML templates and CSS and actually build the site, all of the copy and the site structure will be done. I just need to figure out, what side-by-side sections do I want? How do I want the gallery to be laid out, everything design, I still have to come up with myself, but all the information as far as search engine optimization and ranking keywords are done for me based on their existing site, as well as the competition and the landscape in their area. So now basically what's going on is I have the redesign plan happening. I cloned another repository from a past website client in a completely different area. What I'm doing is I'm taking all the content that was, audited and planned, and I'm ingesting it into the kind of acting mode or the design mode. I have my free pick, which is now a Magnific API key plugged into my ENV file. So in lieu of client photos, I can just get stock photos for the time being, with the understanding that we're going to swap them out because I don't like using stock photos. And you can see right now it is building. So it's getting free pick photos. It's building literally all the pages. And in a little bit, I will be ready to audit it, make my own changes, and then send it live. All right. So I know I showed you a little bit of when Claude was working and seeing the progress of how I was kind of editing the files completely hands-off. I wanted to quickly show you basically what it came up with. It's not 100% done, but I figured this is a good point to show you as I continue to work through things. I'll probably put in, another 2 hours on this today, get it really dialed in to where I like the way it looks, not only the way it functions, but as you can see, this is kind of the site that we're working with right now. I'll scroll through it. Just the home page, but we're gonna have to swap out photos. But generally speaking, I really like the way it's come up with the layout, really nice photos, some cool hover animations, and most importantly, it took all the information from the audit, applied the recommendations from an SEO perspective, and put them on the page here. So just give you a little bit of a scroll. You can see we built out a bunch of pages. This is why you can't just take exactly what it gives you. If you see this animation here, it stopped at grading and earth moving. I have to obviously fix that before shipping it. But what it gets you is a really solid start, and it built all of these pages completely by itself. So that's the 80%. The 20% is going to be me going through changing little small issues in the layout. I think I saw so this button, I'd probably change the white text to be a different color that contrasts a little bit better. Some of these fonts don't match. This should be the Beba's new whatever, I don't know how to pronounce that, but it should match the heading font for these little frequently asked question toppers. There's a whole bunch of small stuff. I won't bore you with all the details that it really makes a big difference. If you actually put a little bit of effort in, go in, change these things, it's gonna make the final product just look that much better. Also swapping in photos with their real photos. I don't actually have his photos, and he's been kind of dragging his feet on this one. So sometimes, getting to this stage and saying, hey, this is kind of the site that I came up with for you. We need your photo still. It really puts the fire underneath them, and they have a little bit more incentive to do so because they see a shiny object and they're like, ooh, that looks so good. I want to continue with my real work. So there's definitely some work to be done still, but for just coming up with this system, pointing the system to a website and then having it work on its own for about an hour, pretty solid, I would say. So as I mentioned, I built 3 Claude skills to kind of create this pipeline. It's not overly complicated to build. I'm sure you could figure out yourself if you're interested. But in the description below, the first link will be kind of an outline of how I created this system and how you can do it for your own business as well. The key things to remember: prompt it well, give it good guidance, point it to the right resources, and then customize it yourself at least a little bit. You don't have to go crazy, but put in a little bit of work so that if the customer is asking you about the website, you at least know how it's laid out. You can say, oh, I made this decision because of X, Y, and Z. And it makes it seem like you really know what you're doing, which I'm sure you do if you put in the groundwork to actually understand the fundamentals and didn't just prompt AI to do everything for you. You got to understand what you're selling, and you have to understand how it works as well. And you also need to be able to update it as things move on, because your client's going to have changes throughout time that you should be able to do yourself, even if it's you prompting AI to help. Again, the first link in the description will bring you to a prompt library where you can help create the system for your own business. And most of all, if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions or things in your agency that you need help figuring out, please drop a comment and let me know what you'd like to see here. I am completely new here. I never expected to have 500 subscribers, which to me is a lot of people. So if there's something eating away at you, I know there's some comments that I probably didn't address already, but if you have a question or there's something about the way I run my business that you'd like to know more of, let me know and I'll be sure to address that in an upcoming video. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.